Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown. This is Budget Beauty, and I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this is a breakdown. This is one of a few times I was like, hey, you know what I'll do? I'll do some makeup and for work, and then I'll break it down later on. So this is a look that I did for work today. And this is the breakdown of what I used and what I decided to go with this morning. It was a very simple look. I didn't do a whole lot because I didn't have a whole lot of time. So I was like, let me just do something real cute real quick and we'll call it a day. So this should be very, very short. So I am wearing gold. I decided to wear gold. And I wore this bandana, which matches my sweater perfectly. And I've had this sweater for a long time. This is from Old Navy. And so this perfect fall color. And so I was like, oh, I now have a scarf that matches this perfectly. So that's what I decided to wear. And then this collared shirt that I have on underneath, this was from New York and Company back in the day. It is a button down. It buttons down to about right. Well, you can't really see it very well, but it buttons down about halfway down, and then it's a long like tunic top. And I bought it, I mean, like way back in the day, probably like 2016, 2017, somewhere around there, before they changed to the format that they have now. So I then paired gold earrings that I got off of Amazon. I paired these earrings to match, to go with the gold and to go with the gold sweater. And then, of course, I paired my makeup to go with the gold. So here we are. So, to get started, like I said, I did a very simple look. And this is about, I'm looking at my skull clock in here. It's like 7:30 ish, and so I did this probably about 8:15 this morning. So it's been a couple hours. It's been about maybe 11 hours. So this is pretty decent for it being 11 hours and me having eaten a few little snacks and things. Especially for my lipstick. So let's get into the look. All right. So to start with, I did not do any face makeup today. My skin is extremely clear right now. I have very little dark marks, very little, right here. They're very much fading here. This is pretty clear for my skin. For just bare skin, not having any like acne marks, any like dry skin or anything. This is pretty good. So, excuse me, I'm a little tired. I've been up all day. But this is pretty clear. So, what I used to do, I didn't do any face, and I just went straight to eyes. So to start, I used, this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this is the regular, this is the regular formula. This is the old standby. And I do reach for it in the kit. Now I try not to as much as possible because I do have other primers. And actually, you know what? I just realized I actually did not use this morning. I was going to use this morning. Let me see. Let me reach into the kit and get what I actually got. So I also did a little bit of reorganizing in here. And I got some more storage solutions. Because I was starting to run out of space. And I am still running out of space. So, I did do a little bit of reorganizing. And I moved all of my face primer and all of my eye primers into one little thing. So that's why I'm reaching forward in here. I'm pretty sure I know which one I used. So actually, I did not use the eyeshadow primer potion. I used the Party Proof primer. This is the Party Proof eye primer by ColourPop. I forgot I used that this morning. And it is a deep color. It is this brown, super brown color. It went on well. I couldn't even tell. It matched my eyelids really well. I was thinking about, oh yeah, you did use that this morning. I like this primer. It's pretty decent. Their eye primer is pretty good. Y'all know I rave about their face primer, but I really like this eye primer. And I have it in 3 different shades, but this is in the shade Deep. That's why it was like super brown. This is in the shade Deep. So that's what I did my eyes with, okay? Or at least the top, okay? So then, while I waited for that to dry, I did my mascara, and this is the Lash Princess Mascara Primer by Essence. This is the old standby. I really like it. I do. And then, while I was also waiting for that to kind of settle on my lashes, I did my under eye with the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. And this is in the shade Black. And so I did my under eye. Now my under eye is still fairly fresh. It's still there. I don't use, y'all know I don't use necessarily liner primer underneath. So, goodness, y'all see I'm still yawning. But I don't tend to use that, so it will fade away after a couple of hours. Now, when it goes on, it goes on. I don't have any problem with it. It looks gorgeous. And I'm not really going to touch this up. I'm looking to see. I'm not really going to touch this up because I am going to take this makeup off in probably about 2 hours or so, because I got to get up in the morning. So yeah, no, I'm probably not going to freshen this up because I am going to just run and take it off. So then, once my primer, eye primer settled down and you know, settled and got itself ready to go, I went in with, now this is the beauty. This is the showstopper today. As y'all can see, my eyes are still fairly fresh here, which is pretty good for like 11 hours. All right. First things first, I went in with, this is the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow stick. I went in with this, and this is in the shade, let me find the shade, Gold Hoopz. I went in with this as a base, okay? Now, I'm going to get in very close. You can see all of the shimmer on my eyes. This was gorgeous. This was a great, it's got shimmer to it. Now, make no mistake, it does actually have shimmer to it. There's a little bit of black here because I used it to do with black. Not on this look, but from before. But decent shimmer, okay? This is a good gold shade. I do like this. Now, I really like the ColourPop gold shadow stick too, but this ain't bad. And this was not expensive. I got this from Marshalls. It's either Marshalls or TJ Maxx for very, very, very cheap. It was not the usual price that you find on Fenty's website. So, but then I got the great idea. I said, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in with a little topper on top of that. So I went in with the Danessa Myricks Colorfix stick in the shade Artemis. This is Artemis. Now, Artemis, you can see, very shimmery. This is the foil side of that Duo, Colorfix Duo. This is Duo 4, I think. Yeah, I think this is Duo 4. Yeah, this is Duo 4. So I went in with Artemis instead of going in with Apollo. I mean, I could have gone in with Apollo. It's pretty too, but I wanted this for this. Y'all see this shine up here. I wanted it for that because that is very, very, very shiny even still. This is hours later. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous gold shimmer that with the foil. Um, this is really, really pretty. And so I love it. I loved it. It was great. And I love the end result. So I also decided to do a pinup eye today. And so with a little bit of quick doing. And I went in for the black part over my lash line. I went in with the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner. And this is in the shade Swerve. Pretty sure. This is Swerve. Always forget. I haven't done a over the eye. I haven't done a pinup eye in a minute. So, but y'all know I love this. And it went on smooth and quickly. I love that. Very good. This is worth the $8, $9 if you're going to buy them. I now have them separated out from everything else. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 of those sticks. So I love it. I now have 3 of these. These are Danessa Myricks' Colorfix Stix. These are the duos, color duos. They are, I have numbers 3, 4, and 8. And they are wonderful. I really love the foils in this. I like the metallic side too. I do. But I really like the foils in these. They are highly pigmented and very, very, like you're going to get a lot of shine. Like you can see, you see all the shine on the top of at the arch of my eye. Oh, also too, to line, now I cut my crease and I cut it with Wildcat. This is the BFF Cream Gel Liner. This is in the shade Wildcat. I did cut my crease, but you can't really see it. It blends in with that gold really well. And this gold dominates it. So, but I do recall doing that this morning. So then, once I let that dry, cause you got to let this dry down a little bit, with this, with that Colorfix stick. I then went in and I did my mascara. And so I used the Essence, Lash Princess False Lash Effect version of their, mascara. And it gave me a lot of volume. Now, I already had volume because of the black back here. Okay. When I do this, the pinup eye, it automatically makes it look like I have volume and false lash. I mean, it just enhances that look anyway. But this gave me volume plus the false lash effect. So, really pleased with this. Y'all know this stays in the kit, and I use the Essence mascara fairly often. I really enjoy their mascara. I really think it's a good buy. I think it's a good formula. I have all of their Lash Princess variants, if you will. I have a lot of those. So I have all of them. I have the 4 main colors. I have the orange one, which does volume. The light blue one that I just showed y'all, that does false lash effect. I have the purple, which is sculpted volume, and I also have the curl and volume, which is like a magenta pink. So these two. And then I have other Essence. I have the Call Me Queen, which also does dramatic false lash effect. And I have their Bye Bye Panda Eyes and Lash Without Limits, and like it's a lot. It's a lot. Trying to see where's the other one in here. Yeah, the Lash Without Limits. I have both of those. Oh, this is the Volume Stylish Lash Extension Mascara. I got that too. Yeah, I bought a lot of their mascaras. I bought almost all of the mascaras that they make. So there's that. And they're not expensive. Budget. They're very budget and very affordable and very good. At least for me and what I'm trying to do with my eyelashes. They do very well. So that completed the eyes. And I thought my eyes, like I say, it's been a couple of hours, but my eyes turned out really well. I was very, very, very impressed. I'm trying to see, did it migrate a little bit? No, that's just the shadow of my inner corner of my eye. Okay. So no, it really didn't. This is still fresh. This still looks good. Um, and still looks really nice. So actually, I'm gonna touch up this black a little bit because I see it kind of migrating down just a tad. But very pleased with this black. I mean, that looks. I wish y'all could see that in person. It is stunning. I'm like, wow. Whew. So now, since I didn't do any face makeup, no concealer, no foundation, no primer, no none of that. No blush, none of that. What I did do was do my lips. So I decided I wanted to do a red lip. And it was pretty good this morning, but I have eaten several things and it's been 9 hours and I've drank out of 2 bottles. So, but what I did was, so I lined my lips originally with the Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 145 Very Cherry. That's this. So this is, I like it. It's okay. It's okay. I was trying to get the brick red and I bought it and then somehow it didn't make it home with me. So I went to Ulta and bought it. And if you guys have seen my beauty haul, this is like not this last beauty haul, but maybe the beauty haul before that. Yeah, I bought it. And I remember it being rung up. It's on my receipt, but by the time I got home, it wasn't with me. So I think maybe it didn't get put in the bag. I don't know. It was not super expensive, but still, I kind of want what I paid for. I kind of do. So I'm just going back over the lines here. Now, I'm not all that jumped up about how this looks. Because I kind of just, I feel like I overlined my lips with this, and I really didn't. This is not overlining. This is lining it. This is a normal line. So, yeah. But I did follow it up, and I filled it in a little bit because, like I say, my liner gets wiped off fairly fast. And I prefer a black liner, but it looks weird to me when I'm not using a black liner. But I have large lips, so the red is going to look large. It's going to appear very, very like a lot of red all at once. So now for the lipstick, I went in with the Sephora collection cream lip stain in the shade 01. And they actually have shade names for all of this. I just don't know what they are once I take this off, it doesn't give me the shade name. It just gives me the number. But they actually do have shade names for this. I discovered as I was buying these. So as you can see, time has really, and usage and drinking and stuff has really wiped this off a little bit. But it really is transfer proof. It is very transfer resistant. So I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit. Very quick drying. I love that about this. And the red is very, very red. It's very pigmented. Okay. So I'm trying to get this top lip refreshed. Like I say, I'm going to take this off in a minute anyway, so I'm not going to do super whole bunch. Okay. And I got a piece of right there. Now my goal is for this not to look like I have just smeared lipstick all over my lips, because that is the problem here, and that can be a problem here. But I do love how this dries down. It is gorgeous when it dries down. It is a very soft red. It's red and it's highly pigmented, but it dries down real soft. And it's a matte. This does dry as a matte. So, it's pretty cool. I really like this. I really like this brand. As much as I don't like going in Sephora itself, the Sephora collection is not bad. It is, I've got several of those, lipsticks. I don't know where I put them. Yes, I have 1, 2, 3 of those, plus that one makes 4. They're all shades of red too. And then, I have the Sephora, Easy, Soft Matte and Easy in pink. It's really, really pretty. You know, I think I'm going to add some of this NYX. Now, see, this is dried down. This refresh that I put on, it's dried down. Now, my only thing about this is I can still see my lip line. So, my lip line, the border of my lips is up here where I put the lip color. Okay? Which is why I'm scared that it'll bleed over into my upper lip up here. Because I don't necessarily want that to do that. And it kind of has, but that's just from time, really. And this is why I like wearing a black lip liner, because then I can very easily establish the boundaries of my lips, where I want my lips to be. So yeah, I'm not super fond of red liner, but it's fine. But my only problem is that you can see the black ridge line there. That's my actual lip. And that's kind of where I usually stop my lip color. So yeah, to me it just seems like I overlined it, and I really didn't. Now of course I don't have this problem on my bottom lip. It's just my top lip, and so I'm getting used to doing it. So I am going to add a little bit of this. This is the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. That's this. And I have my little towel so I can do a little bit of cleanup if I need to. As you can see, I got a little bit of lipstick on my fingers, but I'm gonna use this to do a little bit of, add a little bit. And I have to say, this NYX goes on smooth, but my initial usage of this, I was not impressed. But a second and third time that I used it, it was actually not bad. It was not bad. So I'm thinking it was probably just user error when I did it the first time, and it didn't work for me very well. Okay. Now, give him some big old red lips. So we're going to let that dry down a little bit. And see if I can get some of the lipstick off my fingers. But yeah, it's not bad. Once I did it again, it actually dried down and it was fine the second or third time I used it. I just have not bought any more colors in this. This is in the shade, let's see what the shade is. Yes, this is in the shade Cherry Creme. Cherry Creme, one of the two. It's one of the two, but Cherry Creme. This is actually beautiful. Now, when it finally dried down, it was gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it goes on smooth. It is very, very creamy. Absolutely stunning red. It's just, my first initial impression was that it didn't dry down all the way. So it wasn't transfer proof and it got all over the place. I think I did this in a breakdown at some point. One of my first videos for the breakdown. I seem to recall buying this in like February and talking about it and being very, very disappointed because it didn't dry down like I expected it to at the time. I don't know. Maybe, like I say, I feel like that was maybe user error on my part. But then the time after that I used it some months later, it was fine. It dried down. It was gorgeous. It was long lasting. Didn't wear. I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe, like I say, maybe that was just me. And my lips that day just were not wanting to cooperate. Because some people, the lipstick will stay. And it's really dependent on your body chemistry and how your body works with this stuff. Some people have reported like it just never dries down. It migrates all over their face. It's doing all this weird stuff. This is other liquid lipsticks also. And then some people are like, nah, this dried down perfectly and it was fine for me. So I know people who said they don't like the NYX double XL liquid lingerie. I'm like, I'm not one of them people because I love that. It dries down beautifully for me and it does not move. So, and it's very, very transfer resistant, if not totally transfer proof. So once it dries for me. So yeah, no, I understand though that for some people it does different things. I know that when I use a lip primer, because I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip primer here. I can't use this with liquid lipsticks. Like if I put a liquid lipstick on, if I put this on first and then I put a liquid lipstick on, that liquid lipstick is never going to dry down. It's going to be all over my face. I know because I have tried this. I know, that's how I know. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I apparently cannot use lip primer. Which is, that's kind of odd, but. So, as you can see, this red is beautiful. Those two reds together are absolutely gorgeous. Very pleased with that fill in and refresh. I mean, this is looking like when I did it this morning. Now, normally I don't, whenever I put on that, Sephora red, I don't have to wear anything else with it. I don't mix anything else with it. But that lip cream, this smooth whip, this ain't bad. I might take back all the bad stuff I said about it. I might take that back. But yeah, it's actually, I mean, when I tell y'all my lips are smooth right now, like I said with the Sephora, it's smooth already also. Very smooth, semi-lightweight, but I can tell I have something on my lips. I mean, not just because I just sat here and put it on here, but I can feel it on my lips. But the Sephora by itself is very, very lightweight, and I don't have any problems with it. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with this look overall. I thought it turned out well. The color match was really good with my outfit and all. And I love this eyeliner and eyeshadow combination that I did. That turned out really well, and I thought that was the showstopper here, minus the big old red lips. So, yeah, I thought this turned out really, really well, and it was a very, very pretty gold look. Basic gold look, but a gold look that I could wear to work and not be not be like super, oh, I'm wearing gold in daytime hours, because as my mom always said, no ma'am, we don't wear gold and silver. Those are evening colors. Those are evening colors. Those are after 5 colors. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I'd always been hounded about, we don't wear gold before 5. But I like this gold sweater that I have. And I also did buy another gold sweater that matches this. So we'll see how that's going to go in the coming weeks, because I am going to wear that sweater while it's still fall time right now. And it'll still be fall here, so I can get away with a few more fall looks, I guess. I don't know. Winter, I got to see what my makeup and wardrobe is going to be like for winter. We'll see. We'll see. But I want to thank y'all for watching. Come back and watch more of our videos later. We have 4 series now, including the breakdown. We have the main series, which is where I do looks for full face from start to finish. We also have the breakdown. Then we have the beauty haul, which is we talk about our purchases and I tell you about what I bought and what I spent all my good money on from a variety of places. And then we have our newest series, Buying and Trying, which is where I take things that I bought in the beauty haul and I do a full face with new products and, you know, try to do a majority of a full face with beauty products that I just bought. And that's where we like test things out. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Come back and watch more of our videos later. Peace.